Hey guys, it's your fairy god Poppy here, and I apologize for my bad audio quality. Yeah, my Blue Yeti mic is having a lot of static problems, and I don't know how to deal with them right now, so I am voicing over with my regular $9 earbuds, the mic on my earbuds. So I hope you still like this video, either way, but I wanted to talk about something a little bit more serious in this video, though I don't know how many people this will reach. If it does reach to you and you are in need of help, or, you know, maybe you don't have help and you need someone, or you just, you know, wanted to hear what I have to say, please stay tuned for what I have to say, because I think my words could change at least one person's life. So this is going to be a little bit hard for me to talk about too, if I'm going to be honest. But if you want to take over your life, whether if it be now or back then, I want to tell you that, you know, maybe you need some word of comfort, even if it doesn't matter if you know me or not, or, you know, it doesn't matter, none of that matters. What matters is that you are loved even though you don't think you are, and if you don't think anyone loves you, just know that I love you, and a lot of other people love you too, whether if you know it or not. Please stop feeding yourself lies that people don't love you, or you're not good enough, because you are, whether if you know it or not. Doesn't matter what circumstances you're in, you obviously deserve a lot, whether if you know it or not. You know, it's something that we don't think about too much, because, you know, like, sometimes life is just so hard on you, and you're just overwhelmed with the shit you have to go through. But, you know, even though so many people tell you to just, you know, oh, it'll get better soon, like, no, it doesn't get better soon. But here's another thing. The reason why it's not getting better soon is because you're not telling yourself it'll get better soon. No one can tell you, except for yourself, when it will get better. And if you don't tell yourself that it will get better, it won't. You know, law of manifestation, guys. Please believe in that, because that's what saves all of us, at least. And yes, I know that many of you guys are, sounds corny sort of thing, but it's true. And I'm pretty sure there is someone out there that would love to tell you these things about yourself, and there are many who have. But, like, yes, I understand everything's tough right now, and, you know, I've kind of been through the same thing. Something I'm not, well, maybe I might talk about, but you know, we're all trying our best to cope, and I know you are as well, and you're doing a good job. You're doing a very good job, okay? Because you're still here, that is why you're doing a very good job, just by being here, just by living and everything. And, you know, I'm proud of you for doing so, and please keep on going. I don't want you to go. I don't want you to go so soon. None of us do. And, oh god, I'm so sorry for getting a little teary. I don't know how many people will watch this, but I hope this helps, because I know there are a lot of people who want to take their life away. And I don't want you to do that. Oh god, I'm so sorry for crying. It's just such a sad topic for me to talk about, Because, like I said, I know a lot of people who are going through that, and one of my friends did so, and I didn't know her, but you know, the pain that it caused many of her friends, you know, it was tragic sort of thing. And I also know a lot of other people who want to do the same, but we just have to keep a reminder, we just have to tell everyone a reminder that it's okay, everything will be fine soon, and it's just we have to, you know, keep at it, hope for the best, and whatever struggles you're going through right now, just know that in the future they won't matter, they'll disappear. Whether if you think it won't or not, just stay tuned in life, because one day you might actually take it for granted. And you know, I think that you are an amazing person. I know you don't, but I do. So shut up and let me praise you, because I think you deserve that. Also, it's kind of ironic how I literally am talking about this to my fan art of Given, but that was intentional because, you know, I know that many people have lost a loved one during this time, you know, with the pandemic going on and everything, and I hope you are okay. I'm manifesting for you to be better, because I can't imagine losing a loved one to something that they don't deserve, you know, at least like something that they have been trying to prevent from themselves. So I wish the best of luck to you, and I hope all of your families right now are safe. I hope none of that affects you guys either. No, I hope everyone is doing good right now, and I hope, you know, positive things, I guess. Positive things, because it's something we need. And so, yeah, sometimes we're negative on things, and it's okay, but we just have to remember that there's always a light around, whether if we know it or not. We just gotta go to it when we're too deep into our negativity, which we don't need to be. Also, if you think that, like, oh, you don't get my pain, you don't get what I'm going through, like, yes, I do. I've been through it as well, like many of us have. And, okay, especially if you're still living with a parent, you know, if you're younger, or maybe you're a bit older and you're still living with your parent, I understand that, especially when you're, like, with them all the time, you get to hear them yell at you more often. And I know that's so stressful, but that can't just be that's no excuse to leave so soon, because you still have loved ones here, and that's no way to go whatsoever. And, you know, like I said, I understand how stressful that is, but just think about how many people love you, and just think about how amazing you are, even though you don't know it. Like, you just don't know how amazing you are. I'm so sorry for getting a little emotional with this, because like I said, it is an emotional topic, but, like, to be honest, this video is kind of a reminder to myself sometimes, because like I said, I've been feeling this sort of thing for a while now. And it's not okay, cause it's just something that plagues me for a long time. Like, even before the pandemic and everything, it got more worse during the pandemic. And I think I'm getting so much better because I have more motivation, which I've talked about in my previous videos. But, you know, another thing that has also helped me is, this sounds dumb, but it truly did help me a lot, which is the idea of shifting. Yes, I know that sounds so dumb, but just the thought of going to a reality where you can be happy yourself is amazing, and that is a very good way to motivate yourself to keep on living and to keep your conscience going, because you don't realize how much happiness you have at your grasp. And even though I haven't successfully shifted to my desired reality yet, I know it's so close because I've nearly been there before. Like, I have an experience, like, okay, basically, I'm in a shifting amino, and I wrote about it, so if you wanna, well, I'll just tell it right now, actually. But what happened is that I was trying to shift. Well, actually, no, I wasn't trying to shift, actually. I was, like, dead-ass tired, and I decided to take a nap. It was, like, 15 minutes. Like, it was, like, a 15-minute nap. But I kept on repeatedly telling myself, I want to go to my desired reality, I want to leave right now, sort of thing. And boom, all of a sudden, I was, like, I had this weird experience where I went down in my blanket, but it was, like, a different place. And I could move by myself. I think it was more of a lucid dream, but I swear, in my head, I kept on telling myself I was going to shift, and it felt so real. Like, it was wild, my guy. It was wild. And no, I was not on any substance. In fact, I do not do any drugs. I was not on any substance. Not anything. You know what I mean? Also, drugs are not good for you, so please refrain from yourself from doing such things. But at that moment, that experience has literally saved me, so it was, I guess you could say, life-changing, because it made me realize that, especially that moment, it made me realize that I could be happy, and I choose not to, because I keep on telling myself I'm not. And if I'm gonna be honest, the reason why I tried shifting so much in a row, like I would do it like every single day, constantly try with the intention to shift, because I just wanted to escape, and I wanted to be in a place where I could be happy. But I, constantly just had horrible thoughts in my head, and sometimes I would have to have those really bad reality checks from my mom, yelling at me and stuff about, school and myself, and it feels bad. But the more I try to stay motivated on things that I care about, maybe then life isn't so bad. And maybe, I haven't tried shifting in a while, like in a week or so, because I'm taking a break, because I realized that if I take a break on this, maybe I'll feel a little better, and then once I'm a bit better, I can try to go back into it. But, it's things like that really motivate me to just, simply be happy and, live. And also another thing is that when I was really, depressed, I didn't know where to shift. Like, I would have multiple places in my head on where to shift. Cause, at first I was like, I want to shift to one of my own stories that I created, and it didn't work. And then as a joke, this was low-key a joke, but I did try though. I want to shift to Yaribu. Like, that's the best I'm gonna say. I'm not, you know, I'm gonna say Yarch Club, like, that's the other one. And, like, oh, and then after that, I kind of like stopped and I was like, oh, wait, no, I want to go to Black Clover and I want to join the Black Bulls. And I want to be there with Asta and with, what was her name? Noelle and the whole gang and like, Magno and Luck and Charmy and everyone, Ghosh. What was the other one's name? The big one that like turns into like that small girl. Like I forgot her name. But like everyone. Oh, and Yami, my god, fine as hell. But you know, I wouldn't want to be rammed. But I know a lot of people want to be railed by fictional characters, like Draco Malfoy, or like high-Q characters. But you know, I truly just wanted to go on there for the adventures. And to be honest, even when I wanted to shift to Yarch Club, I just wanted to do it just so that I can like see what was his name? The guy that Tono likes. The guy with the black hair. Him. I wanted to shift, like I wanted to be Tono, however you say his name, and then experience the love story with him, but like not do anything, but like experience the love story. I mean, if something like, okay, maybe the dirty, but like only if it gets to that part, but not like, you know, like I don't know how to explain it, just like basically just go through that love story, but at the same time be a meme at this, you know, cause I'm a boss ass bitch, I'm about to be a meme, sort of feel to it. You feel me? But but literally, like I just, you know, it's a great time. Oh yeah, and then after that, after a while, I actually made a video on what I wanted my Black Clover OC to look like for me to shift to, but I deleted all the videos, so I can't show you the video, but that's okay. And when after a while, I was like, okay, and I started playing Genshin Impact, and my god, that game is amazing, and then boom, instantly wanted to go to Genshin Impact, and I was like, oh fuck, I want to go there, and I wanted to shift as Ether, the male traveler. I don't know, when I go to my desired reality, I just want to be a dude, like a male, like XY chromosomes, like a dude, someone with a PP. That's the best I'll explain it. I mean, I go as gender fluid, but you know, but I don't have PP, and I want to know what a PP is like. So, like, I know that sounds so weird, but like, hear me out. Like, in this reality, I can't, like, I mean, I can't really express myself that well. So, and when I was in middle school, I like came out as trans, like male, but that didn't work out, and I got sent to a Catholic school. But I eventually moved out of that, like, of a Catholic school, like in high school, because I was going through a lot of shit, and that was like probably one of the worst times, and was experiencing a lot of the thoughts I was talking about, and almost succeeded. But you know, it's okay, because I am completely through with that time, and I'm just gonna be living happily. Oh god, I'm so sorry for being a little teary on this one, because I'm bringing back a lot of bad memories, but I just have to be happy. Besides, even when I was at the school, I had great friends, but I also met a lot of bad people. It was a lot, okay? But I still have those amazing friends in my heart, along with I talk to them a lot because they're awesome. Kudos to them. But for the other assholes, fuck them. hate them, fuck them, yeah. And I just, it's just, even though those experiences have tried to make me conform to something that I knew I wasn't, or at least didn't want to conform to, I still made the most of it, even though I really didn't. At the same time, I was like, me now, me in high school that try to change myself in every way, I wasn't in a good place in my head, and so that made me do a lot of stupid decisions during high school, and I've learned from a lot of them. And along with my identity as well, like, I've come to be more open about it now. I mean, everyone knew that I was pansexual. Not everyone, but just some. I wasn't like hiding with that, but with my gender identity, yeah, I was a lot. And I would have to conform to being as a chick. And I never knew that I would actually talk about this in this video. This is actually uncalled for, but I wasn't expecting for me to talk about this specific thing, because I've never really talked about this except for very few people, like maybe like 2 in the last few years. But my mom wanted me to move to a different school just so that I can be a girl, sort of thing. And now, like, things have changed, and I mean, yeah, I'm still a girl, but like, the fluidity of it will change for sure. Like, I prefer they, them, to be honest. That's kind of my thing right now. But I don't really care if you say she, her, or he, him pronouns with me. Like, I really don't give a fuck. Because, like, me personally, like, the way I dress, the way, like, I look, especially on social media, will change, depending on my mood. And I am okay with that. And I'm okay with different pronouns. Like, I'm not just gonna be always like she, her. You know what I mean? So, I don't really give a fuck. But, hey, whatever's comfortable, baby. So, I'm just trying to be myself, I guess. But, it's kind of like that sort of thing when I was young that, like, prevented me from sort of having that chance of being happy being taken away from me. And now I'm not gonna say I'm going to reclaim that, but rather just be happy. Because if I'm gonna be honest, a lot of my self kind of does go into my looks, and I'm very insecure about it. I mean, sometimes I don't seem insecure, but deep down I really am. Especially with the passing part. Like, here's the thing, I don't go by as trans anymore, but there are times when I do wish that I could be a dude and just kind of openly be like that. And like, when I was younger, like way younger, like a little kid, I had similar thoughts as well. And it's very hard to get over that, because it's something that ended traumatically for me. Going to another place that tried to conform me to many things that I I wasn't okay with, really f***ed me up so much. And I am so sorry that I'm low-key tearing up about this, but it made me think about a lot of bad things, and it has also made me question a lot of things too, and I feel like that was okay. But in the end, I definitely I feel more valid with myself now than I ever did before. But maybe if things were dealt with better, or at least if I had more of a better chance of expressing myself, maybe if I figured myself out more in a healthier way, maybe I wouldn't have more scars on my heart, if that makes sense. Like, I know this isn't the worst people go through, and I agree, it's not. But it's something that was very traumatizing for me. Like, I tend to joke about that sort of stuff, to be honest. Like, oh yeah, I was sent to a Catholic school just because I came out to my mom. You know. But, you know, it is what it is, you know. It's not like I can change the past, but it's definitely a lesson for the future. Rather, because when I grow up, I don't think I'll have kids because I don't want to have kids. But if I have maybe like nieces and nephews who have kids or something, maybe I can teach them not to be like an asshole. And by the way, I still love my mom. She's amazing. But I just don't think that decision of hers was worth it. She still thinks that it was okay because I got a better education at Catholic school. Because technically they were, I don't know, had a better education. I didn't see the difference, but I just don't think overall it was worth it because for my mental health it was very damaging. It wasn't okay. I mean, like I said, I made good friends at some of these places, but I've also met a lot of bad people as well. So I can make a whole different video on like that sort of topic. So all in all, I've learned so much from this, and sometimes in my desired reality, that's kind of why I want to just be a dude in my desired reality, because I didn't have that experience in this one. And you know, before I try again, I sort of have. Like, I'm making it sound dramatic right now, but it's actually like, it's not as bad, because I am way more happy with myself now. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I'm not, but I have been a lot more happy than I was back then. Because back then I was very insecure about my looks. I was very insecure about how I passed, or like, you know, how could I be like this when other people are expecting me to be like this? And now I figured myself out a bit more by not going to that school anymore and going to a new public school, just so that I can have time for myself to reflect, be better, you know, all those sorts of things. Try to get back my good vibes, try to get back my good self, and not be influenced by my bad self. And I'm so glad that I did that. That was probably the best decision I've made so far, was to be a better self of mine. And because of that, I have become happier with my own self-image as well, because I didn't know how bad my view of myself was. Because when I was in high school, I was like okay with being a girl and all, but the way I viewed my body was not okay, because I was expecting to look pretty when in reality I just knew, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty, like I have nice looks, but, or at least decent ones, but it's not something I should be focused on all the time, and if I do, I'll just only be a sheep, I guess, and that's not good. And it wasn't comfortable either. But I was kind of doing it in a way to cope, is how I felt. And later on, I realized it wasn't the way to go. And now, well, I mean, at the time, once I moved and once I just basically said I don't give a about what other people think, that was amazing. It felt free. It just felt good. I don't know how to explain it. I just know it felt right. It felt good. Like, it was a good choice and it was the good way to go. But all in all, what I want to say is that I know a lot of you guys are in a bad place right now. Especially for those who are watching this, they clicked because they relate to the title. I just want to let you know that things will get better. And by me sharing the story a bit, just a bit of my story, I hope this made you feel better too. And I love you, and it's the end of this video, okay? Bye.
All I care about is face, titties, booty, and your toes. Ugly guy came in, did game malicious. If I come over, better know I'm on a mission. Booty so delicious, but your toes look suspicious. Face,